Welcome to Core Invest Institute. Start simple and safe. So let us welcome you for this Core Invest Low Capital Investment series.
And as an introduction, this is the first one we want to talk to you about. Today is how to start profiting and the extent of making profit from your small investment.
And before we introduce the topic again, this is where we want to introduce ourselves. I'm Jeremy. I've been investing for more than 10 years and I have 5.5 years of experience in the hedge fund in terms of administration and compliance. And this is where I can share my experience in investing. How about you, Waimin?
And I'm Waimin from Core Invest Institute, working with Jeremy here. For the last 28 years, I've been in corporate healthcare, working in Asia Pacific for pharma and medical devices companies. For the last 20 years, I've been doing investments in stocks, ETFs, structured notes, and options.
All right, so what is the topic? The topic is how to start profiting and extent of profits with low capital, am I right? So we're going to introduce you a few, what does it mean by low capital? What are the advantages and disadvantages? And how are we going to use different strategies using low capital?
All right, as a disclaimer for a start, Jeremy and I, we are speakers. We are speaking at our personal capacity. None of this content should be taken as recommendation. They are only for your education and entertainment purposes. Please take your due diligence whenever you need to take any actions as normal. Past performances does not guarantee any future outcomes. Of course, all the material here are copyrighted. Please do not circulate, copy, or duplicate without the consent of the speakers here.
Okay, so let's come down to the introduction of low capital. What I mean by low capital is that how much money do we want to invest in using small amount of money, right? So most of the brokers out there, you can start off with little to no money, right? The minimum funding is nearly to none. And this is where you do not want to put too little as well, because there's also what we call it the transfer fee or transaction fee from your local bank account to the broker account. So there is like none. You can even start up a paper account or a live account with no money. And then you can put in $1 to $10 to $100 USD, right? And the definition for small account is that if you are putting less than 25,000 USD, it's considered a small account. And this is where you want to avoid PDT.
So what is PDT? It is something that most people actually do not know. But let us tell you what it is, okay? So PDT stands for pattern day trading. And if you do more than 3 day trades in running 5 days, you're in trouble. It causes you to have a suspension of 3 months. So what is 3 day trades in running 5 days? A day trade means you open and close a transaction within the same day. The scenario here, okay? So assuming that you have these gray boxes here, day 1, day 3, you have done already 3 trades in 3 days. If you have a 4th trade in red here on day 5, that is exceeding your 3 max trades, you get a suspension of 3 months. Next scenario. So if you have day 1, day 2, day 3, and your 4th trade falls on the day 6, you are still within the 5 days because the day 1, first one here, has already exited. And if you have one more on the day 6, this is a 4th day trade, and that will be another PDT and suspension over here. Next scenario is a good one here, where you have day 1, day 2, day 5, day 6. You see that 5 and 6 now have already been entered, while day 1 and day 2, the white 2 boxes here, have already exited. And when you do a day 7 over here, this day 7 is already out of the 5 days, okay? Why 5 days? You see day 2 over here, day 2 is out. So you have day 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7 fall on the 5th day here, and that is okay. As long as your 4th trade is out of the 5 days, starting from the first one, you are okay, all right? So these 3 scenarios allows you to avoid a PDT, which many people do not know. So take note of that to avoid any suspension.
All right, so what are the best practices about investing using low capital, right? Which is you are looking at buying stocks or trading options, right? And this is where you need to have an investment plan, right? How to look at the companies, how to plan your entry and stick with it, right? And then you want to diversify because ideally, which is 5% per position, this is important so that you can reduce your risk. and then looking at the different market conditions, be it bull market, bear market, or side market, you want to match the right strategy for the right market condition so that you can profit.
And of course, if you're an investor, you are looking at medium to long-term growth. That is very important as an investor, not to have too short-term view on that. But as a trader, you want to be short-term. You want to make fast profit, right? And the mindset, of course, will be between short to medium term. Having the right mindset is very important because that is the goal that you want. And of course, emotions and psychology play is very important. It's a big topic. We even want to cover it at a separate video. In fact, it can be your biggest enemy because very often when we make profit, sometimes we should want to let the profit run for higher profit. That is where certain technical analysis is very important to help us with that. And often when we make a loss and we do not put in our stop losses in place, we can get into trouble because sometimes it is hoping that the market will come back in time, and often it is not. So if we do not follow the trade rules and the SOPs, we might get into trouble. And that is because we are not following the rules, but we are following our emotions. And that is where emotions and psychology can be our biggest enemy. So do take note of that.
Correct. So as an advantage of having small account is always very good for beginners who are new. Why? Because when you start small, you are using lesser money. When you're using lesser money means there's lesser risk, right? And if any point of time you want to see that your strategy is not doing well, you can change strategy immediately. And this is because of small account, you can be very flexible.
What are the other advantages? Of course, with a smaller account, you have got less stress, right? Because you have a maximum loss of whatever you have put in over there, and it won't be too much because it's a smaller account. And because of that, you also have room to make mistakes. You're not afraid to make mistakes. Although we want to take extreme care in our trades, but then being a small account, you are not exposed to too much risk and therefore allowing you to make mistakes. Often people think that with small capital, we cannot make good money. In fact, many people have made multiples of their own smaller capital. It actually allows you to use small capital for higher return on investment, higher ROI, depending on what stocks you are using and also what instruments you are using to get the returns. And of course, with a smaller capital, you can get a better performance and a higher return on investment.
All right. So what are the disadvantages of using only a small or low capital, right? The thing is that because you have little amount, you can't buy so much companies. There's limited amount of companies you can invest. Therefore, it's harder to diversify, right? So, in this market where the market is volatile, or market crashes, or market goes up, right? You want to diversify because if you just invest into one tech company, then you are unable to buy into, say, for example, a healthcare company. And if market crashes and technology is sensitive, you will not be able to reduce your risk over there. You will see substantial loss, right? So therefore, you are looking at more restriction and lower buying power.
So further disadvantage would be because of the smaller capital you have put in, you cannot really expect very high returns in a short time, all right? Because of the less investment you have put in. In terms of absolute dollars, it will be less than an account compared to, let's say, $50,000. A $5,000 return in absolute dollar will be less than a $50,000 account comparatively. Although the return on investment from a small account is going to be higher, okay, because you compare your return over your capital. But in terms of absolute dollars of return, of course, more money makes more money, as you know, right? With smaller account, opportunity cost will be high. Why? Because you are missing some good opportunities as it comes in because you have maximized your small investment, unless you put in more capital, which you can of course put in at a later date. When you have, of course, gained some experience with a small account, you can always escalate and expand your account. Again, just to remind you of the pattern day trading, and it is a disadvantage if you do more than 3 day trades over 5 running days. So beware of that.
So how do we trade with low capital, right? With small amount of money, what can we do? So first of all, you want to ask yourself, how much is your first initial capital? So in this case, we are going to give you an example of USD $5,000 to $10,000, right? And looking at $5,000 as an example, we are looking at how do we diversify, which comes down to 5% size or 10% size, right? So you take 5,000, you divide by 20, you get 5% size, or 5,000 divided by 10%, you get 10% size, right? So that is where with this amount of money, you will take it to buy the stocks or other assets such as ETFs and so on and so forth, or you can use it to trade options, right? So if you are thinking of looking at 5% size, that's $250, right? Where we take 5,000 divided by 20, or $500 if you take 5,000 divided by 10, right? So for stocks, you can buy from $250 to $500 worth of shares.
So similarly, for options, with the same capital of the $5,000, for example, you can trade $250 up to $500 as your buying power. As you know, buying power also means capital. Okay, it is the power to buy. So you need to check your options. The buying power should not be, more than $500 at most. But of course, ideally about $250. And with a $5,000 account, you can actually do about between 8 to 10 trades in a month. And that is sufficient for you to generate good income from that. Also, to ensure that you are trading right, you got to decide for options whether you want to do a credit strategy or a debit strategy. Credit simply means you collect a premium or money at the beginning of your trade, or debit means you pay in advance, just like your stock. And we'll talk a little bit more about it later on. Apart from that, you also want to look at FA and TA. FA being fundamental analysis, which is very important for you to know what to buy, what to sell, and what to trade. There are so many trades and there are so many companies in the US, right? There are more than 7,000 over potential opportunities or stocks, ETF that you can enter. What would you want to go in? You don't need so many. Even Warren Buffett has only 40 over, right? All you need is just a few good ones. Some technical analysis allows you to learn and also decide when to buy, when to sell, and when to trade. So knowing what and when is very important in terms of how you are trading. Okay?
All right. So it all comes down to understanding as well as the strategies, right? As what we shared earlier on, what is the investment plan you have? So what are the different strategies that you can do? So with low capital, we can also buy stocks, right? So the basic level of which is buying stock, you want to buy low and sell high. So that comes in together with technical analysis to understand the market condition, and then you buy low and sell high, right? And the underlines that you want to do is looking at low PE, means companies that are cheaper, more affordable, and strong fundamentals, right? Good companies, naturally the price will go up with high growth dividend stocks, right? But if you are looking at doing options, there are two types that we mentioned. One is the credit options, where you can collect money first, right, in advance, where you do the sell put, sell call, which is a funded income strategy. And then the type of underlyings you can do is stocks, commodities, bonds, and ETFs, right? And if you are looking at debit options, this is where you pay the premium or money first in advance, right? And strategies such as buy call and buy put, you can do the same type of underlying and you get your returns from there.
Jeremy, you want to talk about the capital as well?
Yeah, sure. So ideally, when you talk about the credit options, right, normally you require more capital. This is due to the options itself, the way how the strategy works, you need more capital, right? So we suggest that in terms of doing credit options, you want to have at least minimum $10,000 to invest in using credit options. However, for debit options, you don't, due to the nature of the option itself, you do need a lot of capital, ideally minimum about 5,000 capital to start using debit options strategies.
So do take note on the capital as you deploy different various strategies. Very often again, people think that with small capital, you cannot do advanced strategies. In fact, it is a myth. Here we're going to show you that even with a small capital of $5,000 to $10,000, you can also do intermediate as well as advanced options. So intermediate, we recommend credit verticals options, which are basically bull put for a bullish market, as the name implies. For a bearish market, you do a bear call strategy. Of course, you can find on internet, Google, what bull put and bear call means. We also teach them, by the way. And for type of underlying is that it is best to use these on safe defensive stock. The reason is that because the capital is small, you want to use on underlying which are not too volatile, preferably stable. And where do you get stable stocks? Defensive. And ETF, which are less than $100 as well, because that will limit your the spread. Okay, with a smaller spread, you are safer and you are also more protected in that way. So intermediate credit options with bull put or bear call on safe defensive stocks for small account. The next one will be advanced strategies, and you can use it for scalping options. And for scalping, you want to use on very fast-moving market, fast-moving underlying. And of course, the tech stocks are very good, okay? But things like more stable as well as volatile means they are not depending on one company. For example, index, okay? There are a couple of good indices that you can use. For example, the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, the S&P, the Russell Index, you know? And of course, there are some of the other commodities like gold and oil as well. But we would like to recommend, usually, not to say recommend, we would like to, for our own purpose, we like to do on the indexes, okay? Like the S&P. And usually S&P futures and index are a little bit more expensive. But today, available in the market will be the micro index futures. And this allows us to use very small capital to do advanced scalping. And for that, you use buy call and buy put. These are all the debit options again. Right.
Right. So talking about all of these strategies, options, stocks, and many other things itself, right? Then we want to share with you exactly how you want to know more about the news and updates that can help you in your journey of investing with low capital. So if you're interested to know more about micro and macro news, understanding the market itself, you can always visit this website, forhub.me/world news, or scan the QR code over there and sign up over there, and you can see that there's a lot of information for you to learn about stocks and options and the world news. And you are interested to know more about options itself, we have a specialized private group which is called Modern Power Investor Options, and this is where you can join in. It's free of charge. It's over there for you to go and find out a lot of different videos and resources about options over there using low capital, getting high returns with low risk, right? So you can do a QR code over there to scan.
And it is a trading community, so it's always good that, you know, in trading, you want to trade with people, because trading, if you trade alone, it can be very lonely, and trading in the community can be very fun. So do join our community. And of course, we would like to remind everyone that it is very important that we want to invest safely. Therefore, invest smart, invest simple, and invest safely.
All right. So thank you very much for watching this video. And we are going to continue with more series, and we'll see you on the next one. All right. Thank you and have a nice day.
And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.